Celebrating the birthday of Raspberry Pi with some inspiration of what you can do with Pi, other than throw it in somebody's face. This episode is brought to you by geeksuniversity.com, where you can learn how to create engaging and effective online video. And it's made possible by you. Thank you for being a part of the Geeks Life family, where you get exclusive content and behind-the-scenes access. Sign up at geekslife.com. Don't forget, we do a live stream every Sunday at 2 p.m. Pacific to hang out with you and talk tech or whatever the heck you want to chat about. geekslife.com/live. I hope to see you there this Sunday. Now, this week, the Raspberry Pi turned 4 years old. It's so small, yet so old. It's hard to decide. It's a tiny $35 computer that's turned the world of computing on its head. You can do so much with a tiny computer these days, and you don't need a huge budget. In fact, they've sold over 8 million of these things, and that makes it the UK's all-time best-selling computer. It's been to the International Space Station, and they show teachers how to use them so teachers and students can use them together to create awesomeness. Now, with their brand new Pi 3, it's the first 64-bit version, and you get integrated Wi-Fi and Bluetooth instead of having to add it after the fact, and they've stayed true to their $35 price tag. So, what can you do with the Raspberry Pi, you ask? Well, let's look at the top 10 coolest things other people have done to get an idea and draw a little bit of inspiration. Number 10! Do you remember the Connect 4 game? Oh my god, I loved that when I was a kid. Well, now you can actually play against a Raspberry Pi. This comes from piandchips.co.uk. He used the Pi along with a Mi Arm kit and some other pieces and servos to create a very worthwhile opponent. He may be a little slower than you and I, but hey, you can't rush brilliance, right? Number 9, David Schneider from IEEE took a regular old Kindle. Oh, no, not the e-ink version. Attached a Pi with Wi-Fi and GPS and turned it into a touchscreen bike computer for monitoring your speed, distance, and navigation. I love this because all the bike displays on the market are just so small. Just don't crash your bike or the Kindle goes with it. Number 8, how about helping a medical problem? So here's the deal. Dana and Scott created the DIY pancreas because Dana has diabetes, and using this closed loop pancreas using a Raspberry Pi, it's able to not only keep an eye on her insulin levels, but also issue commands to her insulin pump while she's asleep to keep her levels steady without even waking her up. Number 7, how about a mouse trap that doesn't hurt or kill the little mice, and you can release them back into the wild? It's a humane thing. This thing is a box. Once the mouse goes in, it releases a door that traps them inside. Then, get this, it actually takes a picture and texts you that you have a mouse and shows you the picture. Number 6, okay, maybe rodents aren't your thing and you're more of a, I don't know, you kind of person. Nothing wrong with that. How about a mirror that tells you you look especially amazing today? This is the Magic Mirror. You know how you've seen those mirrors that show you the weather and the news feeds, really cool futuristic kind of stuff? Well, those are freaking expensive. This is a hack that lets you do it yourself. Love it. Number 5. This is really cool. A full 3D scanner using 40 Raspberry Pis. 40. And 40 Pi cameras. They also had 40 SD cards, of course, a couple power supplies, and LED strips. It'll scan a person or thing, and they used Shapeways to print it in full color. Cool. Number 4, Matt Shaw turned a wine barrel into a Raspberry Pi powered arcade machine. Yes! Yes, he did. It's using Pi Play, which is an OS for gaming and emulation. He mounted the monitor in the barrel with some glass over it. The controls are attached to the side. I mean, just look at this thing. It's pure awesome. Number 3, if you're a Doctor Who fan, sit down. I mean, seriously, sit down. Like on the floor, because you're going to want to pet and hang out with the K9 from Richard Hopkins. Its ears and tail move, of course, driven by servos. He used Node Red to control the monitor, aka the eyes, and there's a monitor on the side for communication purposes. The Raspberry Pi and the camera are behind his eyes. I so freaking want this thing. Seriously. Okay, I'll calm down. Now, number 2, parents, you're going to love this one. Baby Monitor detects crying while your baby is in the other room supposed to be sleeping. The Pi needs the Proto OS with speech and a couple apps, and voila! It's a baby monitor. It'll also put your baby back to sleep if you want by playing music when he or she starts to cry. So you may not need to go into the room every few minutes like you do now. Just let the computer take over. It's all right. Just let the computer do its thing. Number 1. And of course, this one really gets me. You know how much I love my calendars, right? Like over the top obsessed with my 23 Google calendars. But that's another story and show altogether. This is a Raspberry Pi with Wi-Fi, an LCD screen, and a bunch of other stuff that'll display your calendar, the weather, and whatever else you want within reason, of course. I love this one. I so want this one. All right, so that is a lot of awesomeness in a single episode. But wait, there's more. Head on over to geekslife.com/Raspberry Pi projects and check out all the details of these cool projects, plus the bonus projects we found. Actually, Paul Dixon found them, and you can meet him and thank him in person in our chat room. All you have to do is register for free and join other geeks just like you in chat. I look forward to getting to know you and hearing what you are passionate about. Tell me in the comments below, though, which are your top 3 favorite Raspberry Pi projects. Thank you so much for supporting the show and helping us to continue putting out geeky content like this. You make this show possible. Geekslife.com, choose the donate button. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.